Our next inductee, Cindy Pacheco. Cindy's one of my Half Moon Bay students, and she hails from a very, very strong athletic family that's always been very supportive. She's had a lot of brothers and sisters playing in sports and everything. And Cindy, your coach at College of San Mateo was our great coach, Tom Martinez. And representing Tom and someone who knows a great deal about your background and abilities is Olivia Martinez, who not only has been to probably more athletic contests than most people here. She is also former vice president of student services at Kenyatta College. She knows a lot about the system, a lot about athletics, and a lot about Cindy Pacheco. Olivia, would you like to say a few words?
Well, I'll start out by saying that I didn't actually coach Cindy. It just felt like I coached Cindy because I got to hear all of the accolades, comments, critiques that Tom would give her after each of the times that they won a great game on. She was fabulous on the mound, and you could read in the program about how outstanding she was as an athlete and a player. So I thought it'd be best for me to just tell you a little bit about the person. And I'm really happy and proud of the fact that many, many years after Cindy's played, she remains a dear friend of my family. Every one of our kids asks about her. They all wish they could have been here to see her inducted. And of course, having become a cardiac nurse, she later even helped take care of her coach. So that was something that was never forgotten and deeply appreciated by the Martinez family. But most of all, I should tell you that Cindy was probably every coach's dream athlete. So if you think about it, what are the qualities that every coach would hope to see and find in one of their players? Smart, they listen, they do what they're told, they're leaders, they're compassionate, they understand the values that underpin the program that they're playing in. And then they go out and set the example for their teammates and for their community. And boy, Half Moon Bay should be very proud of the way it has distinguished itself in the College of San Mateo sports fields, because you've got something going in Half Moon Bay that's really producing outstanding people. And Cindy's the perfect example. I can't really tell you how many times Tom would come home and talk about Cindy and, oh, you should have seen her today. Oh, you should have seen her on that mound today, because of the way she commanded and her presence. And it was a major factor in the successes, obviously. You can read how accomplished Cindy was as an athlete. I just want to tell you that she was even more accomplished as a person. And having met all of her family, I can certainly understand why, because Cindy, you are not only deserving of this honor, you are an inspiration to all of us. Thank you, and congratulations.
Thank you, Olivia. Cindy, worthy praise. At Half Moon Bay, high school, when you played, it was not nearly as competitive as it is now. But what was the transition like for you, leaving high school, coming to CSM and playing for Coach Martinez?
So, first of all, yes, our teams weren't very competitive then, but it doesn't mean that the girls weren't competitive. We were very competitive athletes and all wanted to win. But our transition here, or my transition here, coming to a program that required discipline and drive, and to play for somebody like Coach Martinez, who expected you to be disciplined on the field, was the right place for me. This place was an amazing 2 years for me, 2+, if you count my nursing degree. But it was an amazing 2 years of softball for me. I played for a man who, like I said, expected you to perform on the field, but didn't expect you to do more than he thought you could. I played with a group of women who, although not very disciplined off the field, were extremely disciplined on the field and had a desire to win and to be good teammates.
Cindy, in your 2 seasons here pitching for the Lady Bulldogs, you pitched to 2 consecutive conference titles. You had a number of outstanding performances. What stands out in your memory as your top performances?
Well, I can tell you probably my top pressure performance was an 18-inning no-hitter that Pam Gleason, who was our other pitcher in 1984, pitched 14 of those innings. And we were playing American River at the West Valley tournament. And 14 innings later, she was getting tired, and Coach said, "Cindy, it's time for you." And I had to go in and hold that no-hitter. And we did, and we won, thankfully. The sad thing was I got the win and she didn't, which I always felt a little guilty about. But, that was probably one of them. Another was something that wasn't actually a positive for me, but I turned it into a positive. We had a playoff game, and we had to be beaten twice because we were in first place. And we were winning by quite a bit. And pitch came up, and I always studied my batters. I knew my batters like the back of my hand, and batter came up, and it was a different batter than I had pitched to the previous time. And I threw her a changeup, and she hit a grand slam home run. And we lost. And we had to come back and beat West Valley yet again. And I went to Coach and asked him, "Who's pitching?" And he said, "Well, we go with what works. I'm going with you. You're the one who gets it done." And to me, that just taught me that somebody actually had such a belief in me. And it always taught me not just because you fail once doesn't mean that people stop believing in you.
Good lesson. You had some pretty tough teammates. Tell us a little bit about, we're going to try to pick up the pace a little bit here, but tell us a little bit about your teammates and the Bulldog softball experience.
So I played with some amazing, amazing women who, most of them came out of Hillsdale High School. Most of them had played together in Bobby Sox for many, many years. And then there were some of us who pieced in and filled the gaps. And we had a group of women who played together, played for each other, and played to win. From taking 19 units, one of our players had to, one season, so that she was eligible to play, to just doing what you had to do on the field. Those women did what they had to do, and I've got 3 of them here tonight. As far as my overall experience with Coach Martinez and the college, like I said before, was great. Coach Tom Martinez holds a very dear place in my heart. Sorry, I wasn't going to do this. Holds a very dear place in my heart. He always did, always will. He was my mentor. He was my hero. I played for him, and I worked hard for him and for our team. And anybody who played for him knows why you did what you did. So that's it.
Cindy Pacheco, congratulations. You're in the College of San Mateo Athletic Hall of Fame.